With KHON2 Weather, Kamaka Pili.
Aloha poa ono, happy Saturday. Weather outside was gorgeous. A day at the beach, it was a perfect one to do so. Tomorrow is going to be a similar day with partly cloudy skies stretched across the islands. Maybe a little more cloud buildup during the afternoon for Kauai and Hawaii Island. Taking a peek at the Hilo side of Hawaii Island, where showers look to be likely to kick off the day, to end the day, but more scattered showers throughout the afternoon. The Kona side was also going to be seeing a bump up of afternoon showers, and that's going to be the trend as we continue to step into the days ahead of us. Tonight, again, quiet conditions in terms of showers, wind speeds just at a moderate level. That, though, could become a little of a nuisance in terms of the fog, because the winds will start to weaken slightly down to around 15 miles per hour as we get into the day, couple days ahead of us, and then even potentially have a little veer of an east-southeasterly flow, which could increase the fog and that nuisance further up the island chain. In terms of the surf, flat to 2 up towards the north here on Oahu, 1 to 3 for the west, 2 to 4 for the south and towards the east, where east-facing shores have been the choppiest, but that should calm down because of the weaker winds in the forecast. And you can see there is this slight east-southeasterly flow. Even a slight tilt in that wind direction could potentially bring up a lot of that fog, so we'll continue to keep our eyes on that. And the reason being is we have these 2 high-pressure systems north of the islands. High-pressure systems is a good thing. That provides some good weather. But there's a disturbance in between, and that looks to form into a low-pressure system, which is associated with bad weather. And we're not going to get too much showers from that, but it's going to bring in some of that tilt to the winds and weaken it at the same time. Now, in terms of our showers, we're really with these trade winds, no really big pockets of moisture around the islands. We're going to continue to see some typical trade wind weather, especially throughout the day for the windward areas. But for the Kona side of Hawaii Island, as much as the entire island chain, aside from Kona, is in our dry season, Kona continues to see the opposite, and they're in their wet season, and they typically see their showers throughout the afternoon because of the heat of the day, and the lighter the winds, the greater the chance of those showers to increase. So across the islands tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, windward showers looks to be the focus. Wind speeds again at a moderate level, but in terms of our winds, a quick update for hurricane season, where we still have 1 disturbance in the eastern Pacific, 90% chance of a formation into some type of cyclone in the next week or so. And another reminder, hurricane season carries us all the way to the ending of November. But for the week ahead of us, trade winds are going to start to weaken as we get into Po'akahi, our Monday, and then that is where fog could become much more of a nuisance, but breezier conditions return as we close off next week into next weekend. Have a blessed evening, everybody.